How's it going, gamers? It's currently 4:41 in the morning right now. I've been late as frick up in the morning, jotting down all the notes I want to cover in this update video. So, before the year ends, I want to just talk briefly about the current state of the channel moving forward into the new year, as well as talk about everything that has happened this year and just sort of recap everything that's gone down and what you can expect from me in the future. So, first, right off the bat, if you're paying attention to my voice, I have a new mic, which I got as an early Christmas present. It's a lot smaller than the blue snowball mic that I've been using for almost a decade now, but from what I can tell, it picks up a lot less background noise than my old mic. So, I'll probably use this mic from now on, if it serves me well enough. Personally speaking though, I think it's pretty good so far. So this mic is looking like the new mic from now on from what it's looking like. Another thing that I got my hands on was some sketchbooks. So growing up, I've always been fascinated by drawing art a lot, especially in my preteens when I was sort of in like the early Undertale Amino fandom, where I used to like draw Sans OCs on my phone or whatever. Unfortunately, I've fallen out of making art multiple times though. I could never really stick to the drawing process. I had a bit of a tendency to have artist block multiple times, and so I've just sort of become more of an observer rather than an actual creator of art. I don't often go on sites like Pinterest or DeviantArt, despite all the degenerate trash on that app, and just search up cool character designs and see all the cool stuff people have put the time and effort to make. There are also some Discord art channels that I would peep on as well, and there's also Twitter too, but I don't use that website anymore, at least not actively. Now my inspiration to get back into drawing is kind of dumb. It's because of that PewDiePie video, dude. Something about that video just gave me the raw energy I needed to go like, if a 34-year-old can go from drawing scribbles to drawing like anime girls in like a month, then I gotta do the same thing. And I haven't even watched PewDiePie since his Minecraft series ended, which is hilarious. I never really disliked PewDiePie at all. I think he's a cool guy, but it's kind of funny that he's the reason I'm really trying to get back into drawing art again. So yeah, I may not have my main YouTube account revolving around art. I may post updates on things from my sketchbook in either my community tab or my Discord server, or in some other Discord servers I'm in. Maybe one day I'll make a side channel that will include that sort of thing, but yeah, that is something to look forward to in 2024 for sure. Now, as for this YouTube channel itself, it's not too hard to tell that my view count and my watch time has taken a bit of a nosedive ever since I've stopped making PokeMMO content. Now, we'll talk about the situation with PokeMMO soon, but this is mainly pertaining to my actual YouTube channel at hand. The channel is definitely not dead though, because I am still incrementally getting new subscribers over time, whether that be from my latest Uber's UU commentary videos or the ADV revival video I released. If it ever comes down to it, I may make another separate channel specifically pertaining to competitive Pokemon content, and have this main channel just be more broadly just anything not strictly relating to competitive Pokemon. In terms of future content for this YouTube channel, I do have a lot of cool ideas in mind, mainly pertaining to Pokemon. Wow, shocker. But also potentially pertaining to other games as well. I won't get into much detail on what those ideas are in this video, since there may not be a guarantee I will actually follow through on those, but that is something to keep in mind. I really plan on making more high effort videos like the Shiny Chikorita video, because I know for a fact that those types of videos do really well, and I really like making those types of videos. Again, I won't go into too much detail about it, but do know that I want to make more of those types of videos in the future, like super high effort, like sort of narrative driven analysis videos, which I really like making, and actually do pretty well in the algorithm too. So next let's talk about the Iron Man RuneScape series, and I'm gonna keep this brief with you guys. I'm gonna drop that series now, not because the game itself is bad, but the time it takes to edit each episode, only for each of those episodes to just kind of turn out kind of below average, and also preventing me from actually progressing further into that game without having released a video, is not actually helping me make any progress in that game. So yeah, in short, I will still play old school RuneScape on my Iron Man account, but I'm not going to continue that series whatsoever, because worrying about making RuneScape videos on my Iron Man account is not something I want to have on my conscience. And I think for my sake and for the channel's sake, I want to focus on just playing the game, without having to make videos on it. Although I might stream it in the future though, so who knows. But yeah, I am retiring the old school Iron Man series. There will be no new old school Iron Man episodes coming out, unfortunately. Alright, let's get on to the meat and potatoes of the video. PokeMMO. Now, if you couldn't tell already, the only two PokeMMO related videos still up on my channel are the Shiny Chikorita video and my response video to my account getting banned. Now, I want to make it very clear that I did not delete a single one of my PokeMMO videos. I only have them unlisted, because I don't believe in deleting any videos. I just have them unlisted. And you can watch all these unlisted videos, even my old Varskeletor clip videos that I used to upload back in 2017 for free views back in the day. Because those videos would get a lot of views, because re-uploads of popular streamers' clips tend to do that. You can watch all those videos in the unlisted videos playlist that I have on my channel. Now, the reason I unlist those videos is just simply because I don't want the YouTube algorithm to push those videos into people's feeds anymore, considering it would be kind of awkward for someone to check out one of those videos. Like, if someone watches one of my Shiny reactions and then they come to my channel only to find out that I don't play the game anymore. So I also want the algorithm to not pick up on the fact that I'm a PokeMMO tuber anymore as well. So now, I did keep up the Chikorita video because I consider that video to be my sort of magnum opus video, even after I've dropped the game. It's the one PokeMMO video of mine with the most views. Currently sitting at 11,000 views. I've put a crazy amount of effort into that video, and I think it's deserving of staying up on my channel indefinitely. As for the response video, there are a few more complicated reasons why that video is still up. So, about a week after that video dropped, an admin went out of the way to make a forum post about one of the possible reasons my account was banned. That being my Logitech controller not being the culprit of my ban, but they never actually elaborated on what the reason actually was. They just said it wasn't the controller. And their reasoning for that was, and I quote, "When the evidence is irrefutable, we don't share it with the player, as it would only serve to help them avoid getting caught again." Now, if you're a newer viewer of mine and you're curious about the context for this whole situation, please go watch my video about how my account got banned in the first place. It is titled In Regards to PokeMMO. And also, after you watch that video, go read my pastebin response that should be either linked in the description or in the pinned comment of that video, because I pretty much highlight everything I want to say about that whole situation in both the video and in the pastebin. So, ever since that drama went down, a lot of dirt was thrown on my name within the community. People who I used to be chill with have since completely turned their faces away from me, just marking me as a bull-faced liar and a cheater without really giving it a second thought. I was also used as a martyr by actual cheaters on PokeMMO as a talking point to fuel their hatred for the staff team, which made me look even worse as a result. The video also ended up getting a lot of attraction by like genuinely like really degenerate people, and not only my comment section but also in my Discord server. And I'm not gonna drop any names in this video, but what I will say is if you know, then you know, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So obviously there are people who were and still are supportive of me, who still play PokeMMO, and they have told me that they missed when I was regularly streaming and playing the game, and those people are the same people who like actually like understand the context behind the situation instead of just calling me a liar without really looking into it. To this day I still stand by what I said in that video, and the pastebin I made, except for the Logitech controller point, that's pretty much done and dusted, but everything else I stand by. I've contemplated making another PokeMMO account and just get back into streaming the game again and going back into making PokeMMO content like I used to back at my peak. Strictly talking about the game itself, I think it's easily the best Pokemon MMO game out there, in my opinion, and probably one of the best MMOs I've played by far. Judging by all the recent updates I've seen, I think the Johto update looks really good. It certainly has exceeded my expectations for what a region update can bring. I think the horde changes are they're controversial, but it's an interesting update for sure. In terms of like gameplay updates, they're pretty much on the mark, in my opinion. I have no qualms with the gameplay itself. While I'm not gonna say that that's completely off the table for me in the future, my issues with how the game is actually run community-wise still stand for me, and I'm not going to waste my time on something that doesn't respect it in the first place. I'm not in the mood to continue supporting a community that's willing to turn a blind eye to its very clear underlying issues with it. I think a lot of the more popular and normie PokeMMO YouTubers and players have the luxury of not having to deal with the toxic side of the game, simply because they just don't engage with it as much as I have, and as much as other people have that I know, and they're not really made aware of like how bad moderation is. Ex-moderators I've spoken to have openly stated that mods will outright look for reasons to chat mute people and even ban them for the slightest things they say, so yeah. Whether or not you think I'm actually guilty or not is besides the point, honestly. Even if I am truly guilty, I don't even know what exactly I did to constitute a permanent ban. Like, genuinely, I don't know. This is not me making this up. I mean, we can sit here and theorize what that may be, whether it be it's some certain program running in the background or some stupid shit like that, I don't know. Eshi doesn't know why his account was banned. He didn't even get a response yet. Yeah. To wrap this segment up, I may come back to PokeMMO again if I'm ever in the mood to do so, but please do not actually expect me to do that. Obviously, despite all the amazing things that happened during my time playing PokeMMO with the huge amount of support from the community, all the YouTube and Twitch group I've gotten, I think for now the PokeMMO arc of my life is long overdue, and I'm ready to move on to the next big thing, I think. Move on to greener pastures. So I think that's about it for all the things I want to cover moving into the new year. I wanted to thank everyone who's stuck with me to this very day, even in my lowest moments. You're a real one. You're a real one if you stuck around this far. To all the people who are still subscribed to me, and to all the new subscribers that come, I want to thank every last one of you. Like, genuinely, you guys are awesome. To all my Twitch followers as well. Sadly, we did not reach 1,000 subs by the end of the year, but that's okay because there's next year. Next year we get 1,000 subs. Trust. I don't think I want to do YouTube or streaming full time, because I don't think that's really sustainable for me financially. I do very much enjoy the grind of opening my video editor of choice and cooking up a banger video, or at least a video I'm proud of, and seeing people's reactions to that. That just makes me feel nice and warm inside, I think. Though ultimately, I am going to put most of my focus on completing my last college semester next year, so I can actually get myself a diploma and secure myself a stable income. I do want to continue dropping bangers though on YouTube, obviously, because I like doing it, and yeah. And until then, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Peace. Bye.